I don't think that for me, like taking a bow out of my hair, like it's not a new thing. I have to take it out every day. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, I know.
But okay.
Brace for impact. It's coming out.
All right, JoJo, how are you? How have you been doing in the getting excited for the holidays while in a pandemic times?
You know, hold on, Mom, I'm on this. Are you calling me right now? You're calling me right now. Nailing it. Like
that was the most mom.
I'm like, you know, I'm on this Zoom right now. What are you doing?
That was the most mom thing ever. Mom, I'm on the Zoom. I'm in the next room and you're calling me.
Mom, I'm doing an interview right now. You know, we are the type that are like, November 1st, it is time to put up the Christmas tree. And I totally get why people don't do that. And I also, because I do that, I totally get why people do that. But now that we're past December 1st, I love the people that are like, yay, I finally get to put on my Christmas tree. I'm like, I've been here for a month. Like, welcome to the party.
And you have JoJo's Rockin' Christmas. How did you decide on these songs?
So we did Run Run Rudolph 2 years ago. And then I just, I picked my favorite Christmas songs. And one of them, obviously, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. And the other one is Where Are You Christmas? And
Faith Hill cover.
Yeah. Was like, Where Are You Christmas? That's a lot of singing, and that's a very hard song to sing. And I was like, I know. And I was like, Abby taught me back in the day on dance songs, you gotta be able to put your heart on the platter and be ready for somebody to stab it. And with this song, I was like, we're gonna push myself, and it might not be the best version of Where Are You Christmas ever. My voice might not sound like who's the girl that sings at Faith Hill. I was like, I'm not even trying to sound like Faith Hill. I know I'm not Celine Dion. I know I'm not Kelly Clarkson, but I'm JoJo, and I got the 6-year-olds that love it, and that's all that matters.
You know that brand, girl. You know
Absolutely.
That brand. Okay, I'm gonna fire off some holiday, just some numbers questions for you.
All right.
1, how many holiday bows do you own?
Boy, holiday bows. Someone's gonna kill me for not knowing this answer. I'll go with like 97.
97. I thought you were giving me I don't know exactly, 28, 97.
Yeah, because there's a lot, because you got to think, pretty much everyone gets an exclusive bow for the holiday. So like Walmart, Target, Amazon, everyone gets like their bow. But then there's a whole bunch of just other bows, and then I have custom bows. There's a lot.
I hate myself for this, but I actually don't know how you store all your bows. Do you have a full bow closet? Do you have drawers? Are they organized and categorized?
So I'm redoing my closet right now, and there has to be something really cool for my bows in it. There does. Right now, they're just shoved in a drawer, which I hate because my whole life they've been on my wall. But right now, they're just in a drawer. And they need to be encrusted in gold somehow in the closet. Like they need something good.
Cryogenically frozen in there, something to really preserve.
Yes.
I mean, your fans know and love seeing this personality of yours, but when the cameras aren't rolling, because you film so much and you do so much,
Really?
Do you have to take it down a little just to relax? Do you have to shut down a bit to preserve energy?
Honestly, no. I am the only real difference in how everyone in the world sees me and how my best friends see me is I don't want to use the word shy, but I'm really more of an introvert, and I have just my little group of people, and I don't meeting new people is scary to me, or especially teenagers, trying to meet other teenagers. I'm just I'm good. I got my friends, and that's great for me. I'll keep them around and call it good. But I mean, I love meeting fans. I love that. That is what I love to do. When little kids come up to me, when teenagers come up to me, when grandmas and grandpas come up to me, I love that. That's my favorite thing ever.
Do you think of course you have this incredible level of fame. Do you think if you hadn't gotten that, you would still kind of be that introvert with that small group of friends? It's interesting for me to hear you say it's hard for you to meet teenagers and make friends with teenagers.
Totally. I think now with teenagers, I'm a little different because now teenagers like me versus pre-quarantine, actually, before I kind of went to TikTok and really showed the teenagers who I am. they all hated me and hated my guts, and you know, the whole like giant toddler, the whole you're 5 years old, the whole receding hairline, like that whole thing was a thing. But now, I mean, it's not really anymore. Like, I think when I was little, I was really, really like loved school and I loved that land, and I still do. But now I've graduated. But like when I was like in school, I loved that, and I like wanted to be a surgeon. I either wanted to be a surgeon or a pop star, and going more one of the two ways now. So I think if I wasn't doing this, I feel like I'd already be in college. Like I feel like I'd just be so like,
Wow.
wanting to be the smartest human in the whole wide world, that's all I would be focused on.
Do you ever think that one day down the road you might just totally pivot and go to a different type of career? And if so, what would it be?
I think one day I can make my surgeon dreams come true and be on one episode of Grey's Anatomy, just one episode, just one. I'll take one. I love Grey's Anatomy. It's my favorite show ever. The world knows that. But no, I think I realized, even though I wanted to do that too when I was little, I realized now that I was put on this earth for one reason, and one main reason, and that main reason is to perform and to make other people happy. I can't even explain like the sense of like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing when I'm performing. It's like the most perfect feeling. Like, this is exactly right.
Just feels right.
And nothing else makes me feel that except for when I'm on stage.
Well, I love hearing that you feel like you've gotten to a better place with the fellow teenagers and all that. Has it kind of, I don't mean this to say like it bothered you before, but has it helped with your sense of self and confidence to be in a better place with all that, and maybe not feel like you're getting so much criticism?
You know, I think it's almost like a lot of people rise to fame really fast. And for me, it's kind of been like the right pace. I started when I was 9 on my first TV show. And I've always mainly been in reality. You know, that was Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition and then Dance Moms. And so the criticism and the haters like have always been there. And Kalani actually said it best, because she was getting a lot of hate for her views on the world. And she was like, people are now hating on me for my beliefs. Like, this is the funniest thing ever. She's like, this doesn't affect me at all. She's like, normally they hate about my body, my personality, my height, my this, my that, what I said, if I'm this, if I'm that. She's like, and now they're hating on my beliefs. Like, that's nothing.
I know you've done stuff with the Kardashians before. Of all the kind of fellow famous people who you've met, who have you maybe connected with the most on some of that stuff? Like, been able to talk through those experiences with them, or maybe gotten great advice from?
Honestly, the person that I've kind of felt the most like she gets it is with Paris Hilton. Because we both like are not like, she was like, because she also was like, I don't know how to explain it to people. And I was like, it's so weird because I know exactly what you're saying, because I don't either. We're not a character, but we have just another side. And she was like, that's literally exactly it. And I'm like, but that's not even the right way to explain it. So we're both trying to figure out the right way to explain it. I also have a really great connection with Meghan Trainor. She's a sweetheart. Kim is a sweetheart. I mean, everybody is just so nice. Like, once you really get to meet people, they're so nice. And of course, everyone's gonna have their moments. And like, everyone who's a girl is gonna have their girl time. And like, that's just, we're human. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But I totally see the Paris Hilton thing, because she's talked about that she leaned into what was working for her, what people loved, this character of herself. But then that meant she'd committed to that. And how could she ever like reveal who she really was? Like, I don't know. Tell me more about how you feel about that, and if you feel yourself ever getting away from your character.
You know, it's weird because I always like say my Halloween costume was the exact right example. I had 50% of this girl wearing a braid and a black hoodie and black pants and a sneaker, and then I had a girl wearing a side ponytail and glitter and a sequiny jacket and a sequiny skirt and sequiny shoes. And like, I called all my friends and I told my friends, I was like, which one's the alter ego? And they were like, literally, like, it's the weirdest thing. The middle, like, it's the weirdest thing. And so I would never say that like JoJo's a character. I mean, JoJo is me. And that's like kind of the coolest part of my life, is I get to do whatever I want to do. But at the same time, I think as I grow up, I think I'll change, and I think everything will change while I change, if that makes sense. But
yeah,
you can only predict the future so much.
I love that you're leaning into that, because I think there's also something that's, of course, a little scary about that. Like the whole world's watching you grow up and has
Absolutely.
eyes on you.
It's almost like I've just, like, okay, this is when Justin Bieber released Lonely. I was like, this song is really interesting because in a way, like, trust me, I'm not lonely at all. I have my best friends. I have my family. Like, I love my people around me, keep me like they are the best people ever. But when I heard that song, I was like, it's interesting because no one just fully gets it. And that song, like, I really was like, wow, like he put that into words in a different way than like I would say in my life is. But he put that into words and I was like, that is brilliant because that's exactly it.
Yeah. Of course, he's talked about like the pressures of, things like you start having those teenager times when you might want to act out or be rebellious, or then you're going to start drinking. Do you think about what these next couple years look like for you and how you want to balance and manage like kind of a big time of change in your life as you become an adult? I
mean, I am a Nebraska girl. I have my family around me who are good people, and I keep my friends around me who are good people. And, I can't handle fake people. It's funny, I have a very specific friend type, and it's people who don't give me anything I want. You know what I mean? It's a very specific, like, very, like, it's not just like I'm not friends with just anybody, like my people just get it and it just works, and that's how I know they're my best friends. But like my thing is like, even if I was a normal teenager, not in the spotlight, living in Nebraska, fully nobody knows who I am, I would never take a sip of alcohol. I would never vape. Like, a vape to me is the scariest thing ever. I feel like that is like literally, I would do anything in the world before I would do that. I think that is the.
Wait, are you gonna drink when you're 21, or you never see yourself drinking?
I mean, listen, I'm sure my 21st birthday is gonna be a fun time. I'm sure everyone's 21st birthday is gonna be a fun time. But that's not just. It's just not who I am. Like, the last day of being 20, I'm not gonna like I have no interest. I always had this joke when I was little that where I wanted to go for my 21st birthday was Applebee's and Chuck E. Cheese. Like, that's my type.
When you turn 21, we'll pull up this clip and see if you go there.
Oh, absolutely I will. Because for my whole life, this is the one thing that I've actually, like, my life that I have ever wanted to try is they have this slushie. And it's like swirled with strawberry stuff. And if they had a virgin drink of it, I would 100% get it, but they just don't. And I like don't even want it for the alcohol. I just want it because that slushie has looked so good since I've been 4 years old. So I'm like, I'm gonna try it.
I did see that you recently, when you did that makeover with James Charles.
I said, I want to do a video together so bad where I give you a full transformation.
Yes.
You literally responded, and I quote, "Hey, sorry, I can't do that."
Which everybody just loved. It was interesting. I think you said it scared you because you don't like any type of change. Mm-hmm. What is it about change that scares you? And do you see yourself, I'm sure people have asked you this before, but will you ever make a change and retire the bow? What is it about change?
Change scares me. I don't like new things. No new things is a saying that I live by. My choreographer taught me that saying, Richie. He said, no new things. Nobody does new things. You stick to what works.
Oh, wow.
I don't think that for me, like, taking a bow out of my hair, like, it's not a new thing. I have to take it out every day. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, I know.
But okay.
Brace for impact. It's coming out.
I mean, well, we've seen somebody like Miley Cyrus. She had the Hannah Montana days, and then she goes through all these evolutions. And could you see yourself just evolving as an artist, trying different things eventually?
I do and I don't. I think the biggest difference with me and with somebody like Miley, somebody like any child star who has gone from network, because that's kind of the box that I got put in with being with Nickelodeon. Everyone's like, oh, you're a network kid, you're gonna go crazy, and then you're gonna be a big star. That's how it works. The difference is I have gotten to be myself this whole time. No one's been like, you are gonna wear a bow, you are gonna dye your hair blonde, you are going to do this. It's like last night I was actually on the phone with one of my best friends, and she was like, what color is your natural hair? And I was like, it's brown. And she was like, well, you should just have it brown. And I was like, no, baby, I got a brand. And she was like, well, do you have to have it? And I was like, no, I want to have it is the thing. And she's fair. She was like, I love it. She's great. She loves me for who I am, and that's the friends that I love.
Well, you did have a recent change in your life. I know that you and your boyfriend broke up.
Dun dun dun!
The bow is still on, so everything's still okay.
It's still okay. We're still good.
What happened there? And are you dating anybody new or looking to?
No, I'm single as a Pringle right now, but Mark and I did break up. We were together for 3 months. And it was great. We had fun. You know, we drove through Taco Bell, I think 450 times. We had some really fun nights. We never actually had any like hard time. We never fought. We never were mad at each other. It was honestly a great time. We had to work. He had to kind of do some things in his life that, you know, I wanted to be there for him, but he had to be there 250% for him, and I didn't want to take away from him being able to be there for him. And so I was like, listen, like, we can be friends. And when I ended the relationship, I was like, I don't want to just say let's be friends and then let's not. Like, let's be friends and let's make it normal. I mean, he deserves nothing but greatness.
So do you know what you're looking for in another guy? Will you date again anytime soon?
You know, my manager actually asked me the same question. She said, so now what? Like, are you going to get into another relationship? And actually, everyone's asked me that. And my thing is my life is so figured out. Like, I don't go to school. Like, I don't have to study for tests right now. My career is so like, boom, this is what's happening. And I just have to keep running forward on that track. And so for me, on the relationship side of things, it's more just like a fun thing. And you know, if it comes around, great. And if it doesn't come around, also great. Like, I have so much that I'm doing right now that it's like, all right, like, if anyone wants to join the party, like, I'm down. But if nobody wants to join the party, all right, cool. Like, you know.
Well, what kind of guy are you into in a couple words?
In a couple words. Nice. Cares about me. And is there for me through thick and thin. Nice. You know, like, marriage obviously is like for richer, for poor, for better, for worse, for sick, and for, well, whatever it's about. Yeah. I don't know. I'm too young for that. But that also goes even just in a relationship or just in a friendship. You know, you're gonna be there for each other 24/7. And that's what's most important to me, is just somebody who genuinely, really, truly cares about me.
By the way, I saw that on your Instagram, you said that you were feeling kind of sick, but you powered through. You were giving yourself a wonderful makeup. How are you? Are you feeling better?
I am feeling better, but I'm technically not better. So I did end up getting it, the big dreaded COVID-19. It got through my whole family, but it was, you know, we all luckily were very much just very not awful symptoms. You know, we had headaches, we were tired, we had shortness of breath, we had all the things. All my family actually lost their taste and smell, but all have it back, but I never did.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm glad to hear you guys didn't have crazy symptoms. So you never lost your sense of taste and smell. You were tasting all the Christmas cookies.
I was tasting everything, yeah. And my mom actually is who lost it the worst. And we were all kind of like, what's it like? I heard with the smell that when you lose your smell and it comes back, that everything starts to smell like onions. And I'm like, oh. I feel like it's just, the thing with this is like, everyone is different. Like, everyone who gets this virus it's gonna affect them differently. And in my family, my brother ended up getting it, and then my dad got it, and then my mom got it, and then I got it last. It was like very like, we were all like 3 days apart. And so we started quarantine when my brother got it. And at first I was like, I just want it because I know I'm going to get it. And now we're just prolonging this time that we have to hide away, basically.
Right.
But you don't, because what if you get it and something happens? Like, you just let the world do what the world does.
So next year, we're almost done with 2020. What are you most looking forward to in 2021?
Most looking forward to for me is DREAM, the tour. I'm so excited to go back on tour. It's going to be incredible. But aside from tour, I'm shooting 2 movies in 2021.
Amazing.
And 1 TV show in 2021.
Can you tease anything for me about these movies? Any co-stars we would know?
Co-stars you would know? No, not yet. I'm doing a. I can't talk about it yet. I'll get murdered if I do. But I can talk about Bounce, and I'm very excited about Bounce. That's one of the movies that'll be shooting this year. That's with Will Smith's company. So I'm really, really, really excited about that. Paramount's also doing it, which is really fun. It's gonna be such a fun movie. Oh my gosh, the script is so good. I can't wait. Oh, it's so good.